Fellas, time's up. We gotta get back to... Oh, God.
Please don't tell my mom.
Oh, gee, kid. I'm sorry to interrupt your process of becoming, but you're the one who decided to put your dick into the heir to the British throne.
My life is the crown, and yours is politics, and I will not trade one prison for another. So tell me to go, Henry. And I promise I will walk out that door and trouble you no longer. Something I want you to see.
I fell in love with a person who happens to be a man, and that man happens to be a prince. He has captured my heart and made my life immeasurably better.
I will no longer be the prince of shame and of secrets. Starting today, the world will know me for who I am, and not who you want me to be.
Alex Claremont-Diaz, the son of Ellen Claremont, the first female president of the United States, attends the wedding of Prince Philip, the eldest grandson of the King of England. Alex has a long-standing feud with Prince Henry, Philip's younger brother, and the spare to the British throne. Tension peaked during the wedding reception when Alex got very drunk and took it upon himself to confront Henry to ask him why he is always rude and snobbish to people. Alex and Henry get into an altercation, resulting in a disastrous mishap. Both of them ended up covered in a ruinously expensive cake. This incident swiftly turned into a global headline, painting them as bitter enemies. To salvage their public image, they were coerced into spending an entire weekend together, feigning a closeness that they never had. They had to pretend to be on good terms, especially because President Claremont, Alex's mother, is seeking re-election. Alex and Henry are forced into a series of staged interviews and joint public appearances at which they pose as friends. Amid this act, Alex discovered a side of Henry he hadn't seen before. He saw that he was compassionate and kind, especially in a touching interaction with a young girl facing illness. As Alex began to reassess his opinion of Henry, a sudden noise reminiscent of gunfire disrupted the scene. The two were forced by their security detail to go hide in a storeroom until the threat is neutralized. While hiding, the two engage in a heart-to-heart conversation where Alex admits to Henry that he began to resent him after Henry rebuffed him at Alex's first appearance as a public figure. Henry in turn apologized and expressed his regret. He explained that he did not intend to be aloof and rude, but was simply uncomfortable at that event. His aloofness and harshness at that time stemmed from coping with the recent loss of his father. This revelation provides context for Henry's behavior, and the two make amends. With this newfound understanding, Alex and Henry reconcile, resolving their differences and forging a genuine friendship during their weekend together. Later, the two begin texting regularly and become jocular, bantering friends. Over the following months, Alex and Henry engage in extensive text conversations, wherein Henry replaces his usual humor with livelier emojis. One day, Alex invites Henry to his annual New Year's party. Henry attends with his friend Pez, who holds a soft spot for June. The night is full of fun and camaraderie until Henry witnesses Alex kissing different girls at midnight, triggering unexpected jealousy, prompting Henry to leave the party abruptly. Alex follows him outdoors to the White House grounds. He asks him what he was doing outside. Henry says that he wanted to get some air. Alex then asks him if he had done something wrong to offend him.
Did I do something wrong?
Henry then tells Alex that if he wasn't famous, he'd want to be a writer, live in Paris, and certainly date more. Alex responds sarcastically, saying that it's not hard for a prince to get a date. Henry responds and tells him that the people he dates don't interest him, and the people that interest him he can't date. Alex is confused by this statement. Frustrated that Alex is not getting what he means, Henry chooses to kiss him, marking their first intimate interaction. Henry apologizes for the kiss and leaves.
I'm sorry.
This kiss sets off a significant internal struggle for Alex regarding his sexual identity. He never identified as bisexual. 2 months go by, and Henry never responds to Alex's texts. Alex keeps texting Henry, but Henry ignores him. Frustrated, he confides in Nora about his confusion and the fact that Henry has chosen to ignore him after the kiss they shared. He also tells Nora that he liked the kiss. Alex realizes that he is attracted to Henry. In response, Nora tells him that she called that, and she has always suspected that Henry is gay. Alex is confused why Henry always dates a different girl, and Nora explains to him that princes are not allowed to be gay. This revelation opens up a deeper understanding for Alex about his own identity, sparking a profound internal battle as he grapples with the complexities of accepting and understanding his sexual orientation. Alex admits that he's had a few male crushes, like when he was in high school, and he also had a crush on Miguel Ramos, the political reporter. Weeks later, at a presidential dinner, Alex eagerly waits for Henry to arrive. At first, he's not sure if he will actually show up, so he keeps staring at the entrance. He's having a conversation with Miguel Ramos when finally Henry arrives. He breathes a sigh of relief. Alex approaches his security personnel and tells her to organize a secret meeting between him and Henry. She organizes a meeting in the Red Room. Alex arrives first and anxiously waits for Henry to come. He paces around the room, tries different poses as he waits. Henry finally arrives and starts apologizing to Alex for the kiss. Alex tells him to shut up and kisses him. Alex's bodyguard catches them making out and runs out of the room shocked. They later rejoin the party, and Alex tells Henry to stay 500 feet away from him for the rest of the night. He also tells him to later meet him in his room at midnight, where he will do very bad things to him. At midnight, Henry comes to Alex's room and the two engage in intimacy. Alex asks Henry when he began to fancy him. Henry responds that it was during the Melbourne Climate Conference. Alex then tells him that he really thought Henry hated him, but Henry said he only hated how good he looked. Despite this, Henry categorizes their interaction as a friends with benefits setup, defining the nature of their involvement. Subsequently, Alex and Henry arrange secret meetings for physical encounters like during a polo match. They also fly away to Paris for coffee dates and begin exchanging flirtatious emails and having heartfelt phone conversations. Their feelings for each other keep getting deeper and deeper as they slowly fall in love with each other. Alex is more open to going public about their relationship, but Henry is scared. That night, while in Paris, Henry tells Alex that he thinks they should make love.
I think we should make love tonight.
Alex is scared because he has never been with a man before and doesn't know who should do what.
Who's gonna do what? I am so not playing this cool right now.
Henry assures him that he went to an English boating school, so he is in safe hands. They end up having a very passionate encounter and connecting at an even deeper level. On the plane back to the US, Alex is seen smiling as he thinks about Henry. As Alex's mother gears up for re-election and Henry is a member of the royal family, keeping their relationship clandestine becomes crucial. When Henry arrives home, he is confronted by his mother for telling Miguel, the political reporter, that they have a plan to flip Texas. The two get into an argument and Alex is forbidden from talking to the media. Later, Alex's parents read his Texas campaign memo and they send him there to lead her Texas campaign. During the campaign, Alex and Henry keep in touch, exchanging intimate emails every day. One day during the Democratic National Convention, Raphael approaches Alex. Alex confronts him for sandbagging him in his mother's campaign. As Alex leaves, he bumps into Henry, who has come to support Alex. Raphael sees them leaving together and begins to put two and two together. Alex and Henry spend quality time together and get to know each other even better. The next day, Zara, Ellen's chief of staff and a trusted family friend, unexpectedly discovers Henry and Alex together. She agrees to keep their secret until after the convention. Later, Alex comes out to his mother, who responds very positively. While supportive, she stresses the importance of Alex being absolutely certain about the durability of their relationship. She tells him that a relationship like this will define his life, so he has to be certain that it is a forever relationship before going public. He also tells him to use protection and to also inform his father about his relationship. Next, Alex invites Henry to their family's vacation house for a weekend retreat. Those present were Henry, Nora, and his father, Oscar. One morning, Alex decides to come out to his dad. He is also very supportive. That afternoon, Alex begins to tell Henry that he is in love with him, but Henry, feeling overwhelmed and fearing that he cannot sustain a love relationship since the British royal family will not tolerate anyone being in an overt gay relationship, preemptively leaves the conversation. The following day, Henry leaves the lake house without a proper goodbye. Alex reaches out to him, but Henry refuses to respond to Alex's attempts to contact him. Alex is heartbroken, decides to visit Henry in London unexpectedly, and demands an explanation for his behavior.
What's going on, Henry? Didn't you at least owe me an explanation?
Henry admits that he loves Alex just as Alex loves him, but explains that his royal position makes a gay relationship impossible for him. Alex convinces Henry that Henry loves him enough and their relationship is worth fighting for, and the two reconcile and commit to their relationship as they dance the night away. The following morning, Henry smiles as he wakes up beside Alex. When escorting Alex back to his plane, Henry gifts his signet ring to Alex and told him that he wanted Alex to have some part of him until he could have the whole of him. Alex in turn gives him his key to their childhood home. As he leaves, they hug, and Alex tells Henry that he loves him and that he'll be as patient as Henry will need. He tries to kiss him goodbye, but Henry moves away a little. Alex leaves. One morning, Henry wakes up to really upsetting news that their private emails have been hacked and exposed to the media. They were likely leaked by Miguel. Henry wants to call Alex, but both Alex and Henry are hindered from communicating with each other. Communication between the White House and the palace is cut completely. A twist occurs during a televised interview where Miguel is questioned about his exceptional speed in processing 72 emails after the leak, strongly hinting at his involvement. In response, Alex issues a public statement about his relationship with Henry and states that a person has the right to come out on their own terms. Meanwhile, Henry faces criticism from the press in London and his brother, Prince Philip. The separation between Alex and Henry doesn't last long, thanks to an unexpected and clandestine link between Zara and Henry's aide, Sean, which allows them to secretly communicate in emergencies. Sean gives Henry his phone to talk to Alex. Alex asks Henry if he is okay, and Henry says he's not. Alex tells Henry that he is coming to London to be with him. Alex flies to London, and after spending a heartwarming day playing the piano, accompanied by Bee, they head to Buckingham Palace for a meeting demanded by the king. During this meeting, King James openly admits to having read their emails and acknowledges their love.
Why must we maintain a traditional royal image?
However, he stresses that Henry's duty to the monarchy requires maintaining a traditional royal image, fearing public rejection if a prince identifies as homosexual. The king says that he has ordered that the palace issue a statement denying the relationship. Henry for once stands up for himself and says that he loves Alex and has every intention of being with him.
I will no longer be the prince of shame.
Unexpectedly, Henry's sister Bea notices a crowd gathered in front of Buckingham Palace in support of them and finds news reports of similar crowds of supporters in many areas of the UK. Henry and Alex, as a couple, bravely step out to acknowledge the cheering crowds, challenging the norms and demonstrating their commitment. A week later, Henry and Alex are in Washington, D.C., anxiously awaiting the results of the electoral vote, crucial to Alex's mother, Ellen Claremont's re-election as president. Their worry is short-lived when news arrives of Ellen's victory in Texas, securing her presidency. Amid the celebratory atmosphere, Alex asks Henry if he still has the key to his family's residence in Texas. The film's closing scene shows the pair's journey back to Texas and their arrival at Alex's home. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more. Goodbye.